Hello, 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 hello. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Killer Kills Gaming coming back to you with another live GTA 5 online video. Today I'm going to be explaining a little bit of the ins and outs of the RC to car merge for those who may not know or understand certain aspects of it. And in the process, I will be going over the new Neo that has gotten brought out today through to the tunables. And yeah, so I hope you like this video, and if you do, make sure you hit the like button and drop a comment and subscribe if you haven't. But without any further ado, let's get this underway. Um, I'm not looking to really make this a really long video or whatever, just kind of going over a little bit of examples or whatnot. So anyway, of course, like you may or may not know, to be able to do the merge, first of all, you're going to have the modded RC car. And if you don't, there's just really no way of getting it right now. But if you do, then this will work pretty much like you expect it to. So anyway, no matter where you're at, what you're going to want to do is take yourself to creator, because I was already in the lobby, so that's why I'm doing this. If you're already in an invite only session and you had spawned in your bunker, you're good. But for me, I wasn't, so I fixed all of that. I came to creator. Now I'm going to go to an invite only session. What's up, Sherrod? What's up, GTA Gamer? How y'all doing today? Man, I had told some people, seriously, I had told some people after they put that Thrax on the wheel in the casino, I told some people, I was like, you know what? Because of the way that whole thing was going with people actually getting that car for free, not really doing it honestly. I kind of had a feeling that they were actually going to give us some bull crap on the wheel this week, and they did. They gave us the regular Turismo Classic. Um, most of us have already had this car for years, but I don't know if they did that to be mean or if they did that because the new Neo kind of looks like a hybrid of the Turismo Classic mixed with another car. That, I mean, that could be possible. I'm not for sure. But in the way, just some of the modifications and stuff that changes on the Neo, it kind of has a Turismo Classic look, but it also kind of has that what's the name of that car? The 650. I think I called that right. If I did, it kind of looks like a mix between those two cars either way. Um, I have found out that if you do already have a car on the map, don't worry about it. You don't have to put it up or anything like that. And I've heard of some people just driving their car all the way to the arena. Me, I've always stuck with the, set in stone method, flying the CEO Buzzard over there for two reasons. Number one, some of these merges you have to do that, and number two is a whole lot faster than driving over there. But I just stick with the if it ain't broke, don't fix it method. Yeah, you need to have a modded RC car. I wish everybody would had took advantage of the previous merge that we had, where we could pretty much merge anything, because we were able to modify the RC car at the very beginning of that, and I was trying to tell everybody as hard as I could that if you didn't have that RC car, you needed to stop what you were doing and you needed to go ahead and take care of that RC car. I know a lot of guys who had a lot of cars to merge, and they had been waiting for a chance to do the RC car, and I told them that we were able to do the RC car, and they stopped what they were doing. They stopped merging cars to cars, and they went directly into going to all of their accounts and putting modded RC cars on their accounts. What's up, at odds? How you doing, bro? Okay, so I have flown to my arena. I already have the car in here. You don't have to, it's just I had a spot in here, so when I bought the car, I put it in here. I didn't have a lot of money to work with when I bought the car, but I bought it anyway just to show you guys. And for the record, I've already tested this before I went live. I didn't want to have any stupid holdups or anything like that. But anyway, this is the new Neo, if you haven't seen it. It's not a real bad looking car. I have driven it around a little bit. It does have some pretty good speed. Feels real light in the back end though. So it's, you know, it's one of those cars. But anyway, don't really have to do any special things. What I'm going to do right at the moment though is I'm going to go ahead and get my Gerald job ready. You can use anybody that you can get a job from, but I'm going to use Gerald.
What's going on?
At the moment, I don't know how to do the putting anything on the RC car. I imagine when we get another car-to-car merge, that may be a strong possibility. But
yeah, there's always some shit going on.
At the moment, there's just no way to do it. I have tried. I have tried several different ways with no luck, and one way I actually ended up with a dead spot in my arena. And what I had to do is I literally had to buy the same car over again in that dead spot to get rid of that dead spot. So luckily it was that easy to get rid of it, but at that point I quit messing with it. Excuse me. Okay, so I do got my Gerald job ready. I have came into the mod shop. I'm just going to get out of the car. Brune Tango is the one who explained this, but I'm going to be doing it just a little bit different than the way he done it at the end. So you just pull in the mod shop, you get out the car, you walk to the RC car, you go into the menu, you back out, you get in the car. Now I know I have my Gerald job ready, so instead of doing it the way that Brune Tango explained it, what I'm going to do is do a way that my boy Sparks kind of explained it to me to do, and it seems to work a whole lot better, a lot more efficiently. It may be a little tricky still until you get that timing down right, but what you're going to do is actually, when you're in the car at this point, you're going to press and hold the start button. Alright, and then what you're going to do is you're going to release that start button, and you're going to hit left on the D-pad to return the storage. And you're going to do this at the right time, and see if I can get it right the first time, and then if I can't, then you can actually see what happens when you don't get it right. But anyway, I'm pressing and holding the start / option button, and I'm releasing it and hitting left on the D-pad. Now you see how that car kind of pulled forward and stopped? That's what you want. Okay, now your character is going to run to the toolbox. From there, this is where you're going to use your Gerald job. You're just going to go in the job, As soon as you're in, back out. And at this point, your car should be merged. And as you can see, this car is merged. Now this is where I'm going to explain some differences to you. There are two different ways to save this car at this point. Okay, now for my purpose, I have already done this merge or whatever. Now, little to what I known, when I put everything on my RC car, I didn't realize that the blank plates that were on the particular vehicle were not able to be changed. So this is a good way to fix those plates that you cannot change, because as you noticed, or if you didn't notice, because I bought this car, it had its own plates on the back, number plates or whatever, and because I merged, it took those number plates away. Now what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to clean these plates up so I can change it for further merges. Cause see, I came over here and I did this Burger Shot car, just playing around or whatever. It does have like a nice worn finish to it, so that's a little bit different than your regular 3D. But see, it put those blank plates up there. So what happens is any car that I have with those plates that had the color on it and everything, I cannot change those plates. So to get myself ready for a car on car merge that will be coming soon, I am actually going to clean that plate up. Now normally at this point, if your plates are fine at this point or whatever, you can just get in the car and hit right on the D-pad to go in. You make a change and it'll save the car as it is, and you're good to go from there. But for my personal preference, I'm wanting to clean up this plate. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to hit the gas and go outside. But keep in mind, when you're doing this, if I just hit right on the D-pad to go in and modify the car, I'm able to do any other car without having to switch the lobby. But the thing that sucks about cleaning up plates using this method is every time you do a car, you're going to have to switch your lobby, because it's not going to allow you to process that merge if you don't. It's just going to keep kicking you out of the car when you're trying to hold the pause button and then hitting the left on D-pad or whatever. Like it'll keep popping up the start menu, but it's going to not allow you to follow through with that. So just know, if you're going to be pulling outside at this point, it's going to do that. But if you go into the mod shop to save it, then you can keep doing other cars. But like I said, for my purpose, I'm going to be cleaning up these plates, so I'm just going to pull out. And what you're going to see is, in a second, you're going to see the plate that was originally on the car. There it goes. It just changed back. So that's going to be a clean plate, and I don't want to lose that. So at this point, I'm just going to call out my MOC. And I don't know why it does that. Sometimes you can pull out and request the MOC without getting out the car, and then sometimes you have to get out the car to do it. I had somebody tell me that the car would disappear when you get out of it. I don't know if that was just happening to them or they were just used to the old merge. But as you can see, that car did not disappear when I got out of it. So now I'm just going to drive to the MOC. I'm going to hit right on the D-pad. And there you go. I have clean plates on the back of this car. Now, any other car that I have with this color on it that had that plate on it that I couldn't change, I can, when we have another car on car merge, I can actually clean up all the plates that I had with this color. As you can tell, this car does hold a slight two-tone. So if you're wanting to two-tone it, it does have a little bit of options, but not as much as some other cars. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of go over the modifications, whatever the little extra bells and whistles that go on this thing. And again, I don't have a lot of money to be doing this, but you know, for you guys, I'm gonna do it anyway. I'll get money one way or the other. Yeah, and also as you can tell, this car will hold the colored interior. So if you know you happen to already have that secret gold interior stuff
What can I do?
set on your RC car, then you're good to go to have the secret gold interior on the inside. If I was on my other character, I could show you this because on the RC car I have over there, the secret gold interior is set on the RC car. And I know this because when I go to that car, the two little dudes that are sitting in the RC car, their helmets are secret gold because what I merged to the RC car had secret gold interior in it. So that means anytime I come off of that RC car, anything that holds the secret gold interior, it's going to get transferred to that car. So, I mean, bumper options, we have quite a few bumper options. You don't really have much painted options, and as far as what I could tell from front and back bumper, the front bumper, you do have two painted options, but it only gives you the primary paint option, no secondary. On the back, however, you do get a secondary option, but you don't really have much options to choose from. So I'm just gonna go with the primary paint. On the engine here, not only do we have the tune, we actually have the air filter in the back. So we're going to go through the customizations here. Some of these look pretty nice. Normally I would go with the secondary to display the two-tone, but because the two-tone is on the roof, I'm just going to stick with the primary.
That looks badass.
The exhaust, we seem to have quite a bit of selections. I think I'll go with this one. And for the grill, you also have quite a few options. What's up, Shane? How you doing? Yeah, I'll stick with that. And also for the hood, we have quite a few options as well. I just wish they would have gave us more secondary options on this car. Now the thing with this car, I don't mess with the I don't mess with the neon lights on the bottom, anything dealing with this two-tone color that I'm using, because actually the the headlights are orange to go with the primary paint, but the reason why it looks like there are no underground lights on this car is because they are the secondary color. The lights are there and they are applied. When I go to click on it, it's going to tell me that they are white lights there, but it's not. It's the secondary color, which is the reason why you can't see it, because it's that black. So I'm not changing that, because either way that's modified. Somebody's going to holler, oh, you scratched it. Not in my garage, bro. And we'll start from the top here. I didn't really see any impressive liveries, but I mean, I normally try to find a way to make the livery work with the vehicle. I mean, I'm guessing if you did some kind of secret gold thing or whatever combination, maybe this would look okay. Just depending on the color that you put on it. Now, I do have a red and white when we get a car-to-car merge or whatever. Red and white might actually look pretty good on this. And I don't know, please correct me if I'm wrong, but I know this blue doesn't have nothing to do with anything else on the car, but for some reason to me, I did this on the truck that's basically the car with only 4 wheels. I did a kind of setup like this on that truck, and for some reason it looked good to me, and I left it that way. I guess it's just the whole, it doesn't match anything else on the car, but so much to the point that it looks good anyway. I don't know if you understand that, but it works like that in my head either way. So anyhow, forget it. I'm probably going to select this one. Some of these other ones look good too, though. These two are exactly the same, it's just difference between white and black. This one kind of reminds me of the livery that's on that Tally GTO. And then you have this one, which I guess with the right color combination, this would actually look pretty good, because it outlines the car. How you doing, bro? Nah, I ain't gonna put nothing up there. Alright. Now you see, before with that blank plate, I was not able to change it, but by me doing this, I'm now able to select any of my plates that I have. I have quite a few plates, but that is needed when you're duplicating cars.
I think I just put a heart on. Nice.
Okay, and respray, of course we have the primary, secondary options. Because the trim holds paint, then there's that.
Oh yeah, sexy shit.
The roof, of course you see how this roof is, there's not but so many options you can have. I'm just going to go with this very last one. For the side skirts as well, they gave us a primary and secondary option. Like, why the hell you didn't do that on the front bumper? But whatever. And this is another one of those cars where a freaking spoiler does not make any sense. There's only one spoiler that I would want if I could have it in a painted option, but of course Rockstar only gave it to us in the carbon fiber option. I mean, if I was to put any spoiler on the car, it would be this one, but they just don't give it to you in a painted option. So, I mean, really, to me, it's just pointless to have a spoiler on this car.
You won't have no problems with
And
that.
again, they gave us no suspension option on this car as well. This car would look good if it was lowered at least 2 more notches, maybe 3.
That's the one.
Yep.
We're done. Good.
So there you go. I have explained to you, if what's coming off of your RC car carries plates that you cannot change previously, this is a way to be able to fix that issue. Now, I mean, when you're coming off of that RC car, the RC car is still going to throw that plate off that you can't change. But you'll definitely have to pull outside and go into the MOC so that way that car will carry that original plate that was on it. Let's see, I'll put that same color. Let's see, did I do that with this car? Yeah, okay. That's the same color that's on this car. Now you seen I had the option to change the plate that was on that car. But you're going to see when I come in with this car right here that I don't have the option to change that plate. See, I have no option to change that plate. And I mean, for my purpose, I mean, I don't plan on selling these cars, so it really doesn't matter. But if you're, doing this for the reason I'm not going to say on my video, then yeah, you're going to want to make sure you take care of that plate that you can't change. Because you don't want to be getting rid of cars with plates on them that you can't change. Now I am going to show you what's going to happen because you pulled out with that car and saved it in the MOC. I am going to show you that it is not going to let you do the merge over again unless you change your lobbies.
So, what's up?
I'll make sure I still have that Gerald job. Yeah, there he goes. So press and hold the options button. Release and hit left. You see what happens? It just kicks me out of the car every time. So just keep that in mind when you pull outside to save something inside the MOC. It's not going to let you continue to merge another car. At that point, you will have to find you another lobby and continue on. So I will do that in the video because I do want to put some clean plates on that Burger Shot car. So right now what I'm going to do is, I know my spawn location is set to the bunker, so I'm just going to go right back to creator. And then I'm going right back to an invite only lobby. registered, so I'm going to call out my buzzer. Front door service with the buzzer there.
What's it going to be? So, what's up?
Once you get the hang of that option and left D-pad thing or whatever, you can get these cars done pretty quick.
Sweet.
As long as you
Okay,
already
later.
have planned out what you want to do anyway. Forgot to get my Gerald job ready, so I need to go ahead and do that.
Hey, what's up? No problem. I got something. I'll send it over.
There it goes. Alright. So I'm going to hold the option button and then let off left D-pad.
What are we doing then?
See, I did it wrong. It's going to take me right back into the mod shop with, the parking spot with a start menu. No worry.
What's it going to be?
Just pull right back in there.
What's up? Okay, bye-bye. What can I do?
Damn
What
it.
are we doing then?
I keep hitting that
What's it
D-pad
going
too
to
quick.
be? So, what's up? We're done. Good. What can I do?
There we go. Now my character's going to run to the toolbox by himself. Yes. Damn it. You know what? I just thought about it. I'm actually going to have to wait for this car.
What are we doing then? What's it going
Because
to
I
be?
didn't have an original plate on this car. So anyway, just let me make a change.
Okay.
Exit the
have
workshop.
fun.
Now that's the normal way to save it. And from there I can do another vehicle. I don't want to change any of these in here. But stupid character, thank you. Shane, can you not hear me over the mic? I said hey to you since the first time you said hi. Okay. I'm going to be putting this car back because I'm supposed to receive this color with the correct window tint, but either way, it's going to get changed today.
So, what's up? What can I do? Sweet. Okay, later.
Alright.
What are we doing? What's
Damn it.
going to be?
Too quick.
So, what's up? What can I do? Okay, bye-bye.
Get. Motherfucker just kicked me right out of the car. For what?
What are we doing then? What's it
Look
going
at this
to
shit.
be? So, what's up? What can I do?
That's what happens when you get in a hurry.
We're done. Good. What are we doing then?
I'm not going to want to put that blank plate up here. Yeah, it's completely solo. I have nobody in the lobby with me. I'm not joining on anybody. I don't have anybody in another lobby. Just completely solo. As long as you have that modded RC car, you're good to go. Still trying to get used to this stupid menu. Yeah, I can try to explain it to you, but in the end, it's only going to be about your timing with a particular point. See, it's the same way that Bruntango was doing his, except for on Bruntango's video, he was telling you to hit the options button and left on the D-pad at a certain point. And for some reason, I tried and I tried and I tried and I tried to do it that way, and it just did not want to work right for me. So I had a friend of mine, Sparks, he's a moderator in this channel. He was telling me that he had figured out an easier way to do that part, so I tried it the way he was telling me, and I've been able to hit it ever since. And still you get some kind of timing issue, because what it is, you just want to kind of slow down and pace yourself a little bit, because on certain glitches we're used to doing everything pretty quickly, and I've been doing a few here lately, and so my fingers are like on point with being quick, and with that particular point it was just too quick. And okay, Chris, I guess you kind of come in at the right time. So um because I pulled outside and saved that inside my MOC, so it would clean up that plate and allow me to change it at that point. Which the plate that got put back up there was a plate I didn't want to change anyway, but it still gave me the option to be able to change that plate if I wanted to. Alright, so because I did that, it's not going to let me continue to merge a car. So once again, for the video, what you're going to want to do is make sure you have your spawn location set to your bunker. You're going to want to spawn inside of your bunker. If you do not spawn inside of your bunker, it is not going to work. I need to stress that. Well, my spawn location is already set to the bunker, so from here I'm just going to go to creator, and from there I'm going to go to an invite only session. And the reason why I'm doing that is because it'll get me back in the invite only session a lot quicker than just going to a random lobby and then trying to make an invite only session. I have to go back to story mode or creator, which creator is the quickest way. Yeah, if there's enough left, that's fine. I'm a little confused why it keeps putting me back in first person view though. It's the second time I spawned in my bunker in this live stream, and I wasn't originally in first person view, but it just threw me in first person view. I've heard of people driving their personal cars all the way to the arena. Me personally, I just take my buzzard. It's a lot quicker. And plus, some of these merges you actually had to do that. If you tried to drive a personal car or any random car over there, it just wouldn't work for you. So I'm just used to doing this. Even when I didn't have to do this before, I was still doing it anyway. Because it kind of sucks to have to go from one side of the map to the other, and then you get all the way over there and it doesn't work. And again, I'm doing this completely solo. Like, I have nobody sitting in a job anywhere that I'm joining off of. I don't have nobody sending me no invites. There's literally nobody in the lobby but me and my little bit of money. That's alright, I'll get some more later. That's just what you see in my bank and in my cash. If I was in the casino, you would see I have like 3 million chips. So that's not really all of my money. I could cash in those chips, but I'm actually not trying to do that. I'm trying to build those up because I want to fully upgrade those penthouses. Or my second character is fully maxed out. I just need to get him a couple of the guest room, and I think it was the spa or whatever. When I started this video, I went and merged onto the new car that came out today. Kind of went through the add-ons to that car, which there it is. This is the Neo that came out today. It's a decent looking car. It drives pretty good, from what I could tell anyway. Haven't been too far away from the bunker with it, but I do have this color on another car, so just to show you, I'll use this car. But as you can see, I just went from my bunker to here. I got in the car.
What's it going to be?
I hit right on the D-pad to come into the mod shop. Then I get out of the vehicle. You can set up your Gerald job anytime you get in the lobby. I usually do it when I'm flying here, but because I was talking, I just totally bypassed that, I guess.
What's cracking? Sure, I'll send you the details.
Alright, so he'll have that ready for me in a second. So I got out the car, walked to the RC car. I hit right on the D-pad to go into this menu here, and then I back out of it.
Have fun.
I hop back in the car. I see Gerald has my job ready. So Bruntango is explaining to you to hit the options button and hit left on the D-pad. But the timing to that is just so messed up. It's easier to just hold down your option button. And when you let off of that option button, this is where your timing is going to come in. You might have to play around with it a few. But when you hold that option button, what you're going to do is you're going to let go of that option button, then hit left on a D-pad. But don't do it too quick, and don't wait too late to hit left on the D-pad. So I'm holding down my option button, letting go, hit left. See, I waited too late, it kicked me out of the car. Hold down the option button, let go, hit left. See, that's what happens when you wait too late. Hold down the option button, let go left on the D-pad. And that's what happens when you do it too quick. So there is a timing issue with this. But if you do come back to the parking spaces, no worry, you just have to repeat that first step over again. Okay.
What's up? Okay, bye-bye. We're done.
Alright. Now when you've done it just right, that's what's going to happen. You're going to see the car pull forward, the brakes are going to hit, the car is going to disappear. You're still going to be in the mod shop, and your character is going to run to this toolbox by himself. Now the purpose of the general job at this point is you're going to start the job up. As soon as you see the menu, you can back out. And it's that simple. Because that car is right here. Now see, it gave me that blank plate again, and I know I'm not going to be able to change that plate. So I don't have anything else that I want to merge, so I'm good at this point. If your plate is fine coming from your RC Bandito, at this point you'll just hit right on the D-pad to go into the mod shop to make a change, and then it's saved. But because I'm wanting to clean this plate up, I'm just going to hit gas to go out. Now remember, when you do this, it's going to keep you from doing another merge until you switch your lobby. But if you just hit right on a D-pad to go in, and you had other cars in here that you wanted to do, then you can just immediately go to your next car. But again, like I said, because I'm cleaning this plate up, I'm pulling outside, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to save it in the MOC. You'll see when I pull out, you see, now I got my plate back on the car. I know this is a clean plate. I can change this plate, so I'm good to go with this car. And you don't want to pull back inside, because the car is going to end up going back to the way it was. So I'm just going to request my MOC. What's up, D-Dub? Let me wait for that damn thing. There it goes. Get too far ahead of myself sometimes. I almost took that guy out. You see that? And there you go. Once again, that yellow circle is come and gone. Car is saved. Clean plate. So all in all, what I'm trying to say is basically, before you get set up to do the merge, what you're going to want to do is as long as you know that the plates that are coming off of the Bandito are good clean plates that you'll be able to change later if you choose, then what you're going to want to do is basically set up your arena. So try to pull all the cars into the arena that you want to change, because remember, we're not going car to car, we're going from RC car to car. So you can literally set up your entire arena garages with the cars that you want done. And the best way to do it, once you've done everything on that floor, is you'll go to the blue circle, you'll select the car on that main floor and hit square, and it'll give you an option to bring a car from one of the other garages. I'll show you like this. Let's just say I didn't pull out and all I did was just hit right on the D-pad to make a change or whatever, and just say that all of these cars in here were done and I didn't want to do any more of the cars in here. To make it where I could still do the merge, basically I'm going to have like other cars in garage 1 and garage 2. So I would just go here, I would select the car, hit square, and now I can swap places with something, for instance in B2. And you see how it brought that car in here? Where'd it go? Over here. See how it brought that car in here? And that kept me from having to go outside. So just keep that in mind. You can go ahead and set up all 3 of the garages here with the cars that you want to do, because you're coming from the RC car. And again, I just wanted to explain that method because I've seen the videos come out about this, and they're only telling you, after you do the merge, you just hit right on D-pad, go in, make a change, and the car is saved. And that's true. But I have had some people ask me, like, yo, I don't have clean plates on the RC car. What can I do to fix that? And again, in the video I showed it's really that simple. Instead of hitting right on the D-pad to go into mod shop, you just get back in that car and you hit gas to go out, call out your MOC, you should see the plate change at that point, and then you're good to go. You have a clean plate that you can change later, but you going to have to make sure you, just like I was doing with that Burger Shot car, okay, because see, I had already merged to that Burger Shot car and it had the blank plate on it. So obviously, even if I merged to it again and I tried to go out, it's not going to do anything but throw that same blank plate up there. But had I had a different plate on that Burger Shot car before I did it, you understand, then as soon as I pulled out of the arena with that car, you would have seen that blank plate change to the plate that was originally on that car before I did the merge. So you have to keep that in mind. But again, there you have it. I went over the new car that was released today. It's sitting right here. I kind of went over the easy way to actually hit the merge. And again, your consistency is going to depend on your timing with doing that. I kind of went over, what happens if you hit it too late, if you hit it too early, and of course, you've seen when it's done just right. So you can play around with that. If you're having a hard time doing it the way that Bruntango said, which was, get in the car and then you're going to hit option and then left at the D-pad. If you're having troubles doing that, again, you can do it the way I'm doing it, by getting in the car and just holding the option button, let go, left on the D-pad. You got to mess around with it to get your timing just right, but other than that, you should be good to go. It's been simplified a little bit better than the original video, so hopefully that helps you guys out. Um, like I said, I haven't had my system cut off. I was in rest mode, so that's why I was able to still do the merge like that. Um, I haven't heard of any part of it being patched, so try around with it and let me know if it's working for you and you closed it down, you closed your application down or whatever, and if it still works for you, let me know so I can pass that information along. Because like I said, I stayed in rest mode, so obviously I still had access to the new car, but again, still had access to do the merge as well. So, but that'll be all for today. I would like to wish everybody a good day. Um, you know, everybody be nice to each other. Stop getting into your feelings about everything. There's just too much of that going on. We don't need to be dealing with people getting into their feelings when it's people that we know. We're going to deal with that with random. So, obviously I don't need to be in a chat party with somebody getting in their feelings. I can just go in the public lobby and deal with that. But, everybody work together, man. Everybody help each other out, man. Seriously. We all need certain somethings in this game, whether it's money, cars, whatever, There should be a better Give Cars to Friends coming pretty soon, and there should be a car on car merge coming soon. So just, everybody be patient, deal with what we got, and I'll see you all in the next video. Alright, so thanks for coming by. Hopefully you've hit that like button. If you're new and you watch the video or whatever, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I will be bringing more content, especially as these newer cars come out little by little. And yeah, thank you all for coming. Hope you all have a good day, and I'll see you later. Peace out. Your boy Killer Kells Gaming signing out.